everyone, and welcome to another video from Creativo Solutions. You're currently watching the Accounting for Non-Accountants video series. Please post comments and questions below. I want to hear from you if this is helping with your understanding of accountancy. Please subscribe to this channel and visit the website for more content and resources to help you. Alright guys, so in today's video, we're going to be looking at the uses of accounting in a bit more detail. We'll summarize that from the previous video. So if you haven't watched the previous video, please go to YouTube and have a look at video number 2 in the video series. So last time we spoke about the different uses of accounting. We know accounting is a way to represent transactions. And who actually uses this information? Well, there's two main groups. We spoke about internal users, and they would be individuals that are working for that particular company or organization. Internal could be the managers, the directors, people most affected by the workings of that particular entity. Then we also had some examples about external users, and that could be government. Government needs to collect tax revenue from different companies, and they need to look at the financial records in order to determine how much tax are they going to be charging each and every business. Right, so those are the two main groups, internal and external users. And remember, the main goal is ultimately to make decisions. Decisions need to be made, and we need the financial information in order to make good decisions. The better the information, the better the decisions. Our approach that we're going to be taking to make accounting as simple and easy for all of you to understand is we're going to be taking a principle-based approach to accounting. With a principle-based approach to accounting, we're going to be looking at things in their elements, okay, in terms of the nature of accounting. So if you think about nature, nature comprises of earth, wind, fire, and water. Those are the main elements that make up the planet, the earth. So in terms of accountancy, the very same thing can be applied here to keep it simple for all of you to understand. Remember, we're looking at accounting for non-accountants. So I understand that many of you are in professional business, and you might be a marketing manager, you might be responsible for the IT department, or maybe part of procurement or legal. It doesn't matter what department you're in. The accounting is universal because all departments are going to be creating budgets. Right, so when you're sitting at that budget meeting and the finance department is talking about assets and liabilities, right, you'll have an understanding of what those terms are because we're going to be looking at the principles. Right, so building on today's fundamentals, going forward, we're going to be focusing on those key points in terms of principles or rules that we can apply universally to all sorts of accounting. It doesn't matter how easy the question is or how difficult the question is or how far we take our accounting studies. It's all going to refer back to those basic elements, those principles that are familiar and that we're all comfortable with in terms of the understanding. That's important. Okay, so with the nature of accounting, it's a specialized means of communication. So what's actually happening is you're learning a language. If we had to define accounting, you could define it as a language for conveying financial information. Why? Well, we spoke about transactions. All transactions are going to affect the business in some way. Transactions could be positive or negative for an organization. We need to understand which transactions affect the business and how do they affect the business. And that's why we're learning this language. So yes, accounting might not be your core area of expertise, but knowing a bit of it and being able to speak the language is key for success in business. So I hope you continue the journey with us as we uncover more key fundamentals in terms of the principles and the rules to make you better at understanding accounting for all of you who are the non-accountants. Right, when we speak about financial statements, there'll always be an accounting denominator. Okay, remember we're dealing with money, we're dealing with finance. Right, so depending on which country you're from, you'll be using that particular currency to create that information that users are then going to be using to make good decisions. Just to summarize today's content, remember, accounting is just a language. You're learning how to speak the language of doing business, the language of money, the language of finance. And it's important for conveying financial information. And remember, we're going to be taking a principle-based approach. What does that mean? Well, have a look at the screen. Okay, there are so many different words currently on screen that represent hello. Right, so if I'm looking at a principle-based approach, hello is a greeting. So if we look at hello as being a word in the English language, okay, hello is a greeting. Right, when you first meet someone, we're going to be saying hello. So in terms of principles, we know greetings are important. Greeting people in different ways will depend on their culture and their background and the country they come from. Right, but at the end of the day, the principle is we need to know how to greet, we need to know how to communicate and convey information. Hello, how are you? The language can change, but the greeting would still be the principle or the fundamental concept that we're trying to learn. Okay, so it doesn't matter how many different words we study and learn in terms of a greeting, okay, we're still going to be learning the principle of greeting someone for the first time and using a particular word that communicates that message when we're interacting with individuals. Alright guys, so that's the principle-based approach to accounting. Watch the next video for more information on how to be able to understand accounting to help you in your day-to-day life. Remember guys, I want to hear from you, so please comment below. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and let me know how I can help you with more questions that you might have.